This is contact improvisation. This is the base of contact, the listening part. And I came to know it's more of a somatic practice. It's not frontal or directional. It's more 360. So you don't have to follow a law which has been created by humans. It's more comes to the law of nature. So it was like, okay, I can follow this is much better. Anyway, I'm following, anyway, I'm listening. So if this is a form, let me see what is it. Then I kept going and it's still going on.
So curious, what is this form that they move, and then this communication, and something is happening, and it seems like everybody knows what is happening, but from you don't really know what is it. And then I just so I was curious and I went for a jam, and it was a very strong experience for me because suddenly it was the space which I was not being told what to do, um, and this kind of judgment or competitiveness was removed completely. I came from the background of contemporary dance, so I also had this habit to kind of write down and plan my classes. And after I arrived in India, I was just kind of thrown into the deep water because sometimes they say, okay, there will be a class, and suddenly there's 70 people. And some of them are teenage boys who've never touched anyone in their life. So we've been working with really diverse demographic, I would say. So from people in their 70s to very young. Something I found quite specific to India actually is that there's this, in improvisation, sometimes we just open it up. So you can move from how you actually feel like moving. I will not tell you if you have to move your right hand or left hand. I'll just tell you something to inspire, and the movement comes from you. And there is this search of, just tell me what to do, I'll do it. This kind of approach, especially from trained dancers. Just show me how to do it, I'll just copy it. So I think that is one of the strong challenges to get people into the mode of improvisation.
And one more interesting thing is we don't use verbal communication in the space. So you're totally cut down with all your intellectual ideologies to share, to know who you are. You just come like, yeah, I don't know if you speak Polish or not, but you have to be there to communicate your language. I think this is best. You have the worldwide. It just opens up. You go to any country, you go to China, and then you're dancing. I just know this some people which I danced with, and then you speak, and then totally you don't speak the language. So it was like, okay, this is the best. You have an international language to speak together. How was it for you?
I take the whole space of movement to a whole bigger picture. Also, I dance with people with different abilities, sometimes with physical disabilities or mental disabilities. And then I realized I just learned so much by approaching a person without a leg, and then spending this time with this person, and then this space where the leg should be, but it's not there. And it just becomes very interesting for me when we don't communicate verbally, when we don't speak about things, but we just allow ourselves to be there and be with the awkwardness, be with the happiness, be with whatever there is. it was very interesting for me. Also, sometimes it happens that somebody dances with you and you don't want to continue this dance for whatever reason, or you feel like you're not communicating or the intentions for the dance are not matching with this person. So for me, it was also very difficult to say no or to leave the dance at the beginning. Still it is.
Yeah, I think for me it was such a playground. It was like a playground for me. The first time when I went, it was like a playground of people playing with bodies in all kinds of things, and then you are just. Sometimes the ego kicks in as we grow up, that we put up so much of thigh and shoes inside the body, which doesn't allow you to sit in any place you wanted to. And I think contact this place is like, it's okay, you can sit down, you can move around, you can dance with one person, 2, 3, 4, everybody. And also you can just be there